Dale, daylight come and we wanna go home. Packard, like a car, motor car building. Jaguar. So all these things came up in my torturous experience, so I wouldn't have known this otherwise. Oh, this is something other mysterious people seem to know out there, but I do see 322. I learned that from the conspiracy theorists at Skull and Crossbones, Yale University. Their address is 322, whatever street it's on, right? Safety pins from bibs on the sidewalk there. So anyway, I forget what I was talking about before. That used to be the Enquirer building. I used to work here at North American Publishing Company. It used to be housed in this brown building at 401 North Broad. This used to be an old post office. It's still considered a government building, so begs the question, is this whole section government? Considered government? And this is a data hotel carrier, whatever that means for all your IT people, but see how big it is, and it goes all the way back to a big warehouse facility where they would have handled mail. Where I worked, they moved around the corner, Spring Garden, into a building where there's Eyewitness 3, like Eyewitness. I would read the history on this building. And for a while it was used, technically, this is disturbing, I guess, by the Hoover administration to spy on like protesters and stuff like that, or any dissent in America, anyone who was dissenting to the basic laws. Net reality. Do you want to wind up in the net? You know, it's like a little place that cast a net, and then there's the police headquarters over here. So, what is that? There's something like Inspector Gadget. There's something about net. Dragnet. That's it. Dragnet. So, Houston. I can't believe that. Again. So anyway, Dragnet used to be an old police show, or ages like, you know, before I was born probably, but it would still air. Anyway, here's B over N, looks like some sort of math equation. That's neat with these BMX, the motorcyclists kind of on the cops that are BMX bikers or whatever. Broad Noble. It's like Noble Broad or something like that. So, you know, I decided I want it for myself that I'm noble, broad and noble. Toll Brothers. It's like a chocolate chip cookie, like Toll House with Toll Brothers. Construction development. So, broad and noble, 435. This is all new construction. This was all just like gutted out land. There was like not much going on up here. Not everybody loves this section of the city. It gets, you know, a little dicey at times. They have dialysis up here. And oh, look at the Shiba Inu. Shiba. I always wanted to say Iba Shinu, but it is Shiba Inu, and Shiba can be remembered because Shiba is Middle Eastern. It's like Egyptianish or Israeli. Shiba. My cousins used to have a cat. Used to have Siamese cats, and one of them was named Shiba. It's also in Angels in America. There's a scene where they go for there's a scene where the guy says, Sheba, you know, Sheba, come back. You know, the sheep, his cat left. It's about AIDS. So, Shiba Inu, interesting little factoid. A whole bunch of people wound up with corgis in Philadelphia before Queen Elizabeth would pass away. And Queen Elizabeth had corgis. That was her favorite dog of choice, the very English-British dog breed. Drexel in the house. Now these Shiba Inus, technically I see them as being more Asian, even though Shiba is Israeli, the name, I believe. I can look it up again, but almost certain. Mile 5, this is the halfway marker. Okay, I was kind of wondering, it seems like forever, because, oh my god, you know, this is mile 5 all the way up here. It seems like more than 5 miles to get down to the sports stadium, but we'll go with it. That's a long stretch there from City Hall down to, so this is Spring Garden. We have the Giant over there. We have Starbucks up the street, although they do have a Starbucks in Giant. CVS. Everybody's, you know, staked out here. And Retro Fitness coming in. Or are they just sponsoring? They have a Retro Fitness about a block or two up. Bronco sounds like O.J. Simpson. So, remember he's high-speed car chase in the Bronco? And then Broncos became popular all of a sudden again with these new colors and everything. So, anyway, so we are walking further up here. I used to come up here to work at a place called Yoga Habit to earn a little extra money. Sadly, yoga is not what it used to be in Philadelphia. What remains is sort of a mockery of true, authentic yoga, although Ashtanga is still available. It's just incredibly expensive. And it's designed, you know, you would have to deeply love yoga, which I do, and I can get past it. But if you were to show up to the studio for Ashtanga, some people might feel a feeling like walking up the stairs, because the stairway, it's like a kind of curved, I guess it's curved anyway, it's kind of painted like a, you know, sorry to say, S-H-I-T-T-Y brown, and it would scare people off because they're like, this is where the yoga studio is. But the thing about yoga is, once you get inside the studio, that's where all the magic happens. And but I don't want to knock yogas. People work hard. Some people work really hard. Some people, it's a little bit easier. But if you're not the joke is, and I don't like saying this, but the joke would be, some people are just naturally skinny, or they grow up very thin. Maybe their family was incredibly healthy to begin with, and it was easier for them to maybe say practice yoga. But